friend, full control in your hand. We're in control, in command on the tube. Trust me, friend, full control in your hand. We're in control, in command on the tube. Trust me, friend, full control in your hand. We're in control, in command on the tube. Trust me, friend, full control in your hand.
Hello people, we are here now, wait, this is weird because we're gonna do a little bit of time travel thing because I just arrived and Rudi, him, the Thomann guitar nerd who does things with screwdrivers, I don't know what he does, but he makes guitars better. He's the Thomann guitar better maker. So he immediately wanted to start working because I was stuck in traffic. So what you have just seen, I will film later. So that means Doctor Who kind of wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey stuff. So again, we are now here at the machine that is eating up one of my guitars. It's a time wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey right there. You can't see that, but I can, you know, time machine. So, Rudi, that's a Plek machine.
Yes.
Yeah. They make it in Berlin, right?
Yes.
You didn't make this.
No.
No. You can buy this. You can buy your own. Then you don't have to come to Rudi and get your stuff plecked. So we wanted to show you that they can do this. And I don't quite know what plekking is. Sounds cool. Sexual. I don't know. So the guy from marketing, Mayon, he said, you know, pick a guitar that you really like, but it might be a little bit older, might have some dings in the frets, or might have had some years, or just a guitar where you think that's really awesome, but maybe it can be awesome. And I didn't know, so I picked some of the guitars that I really like, and we're gonna see if we can make them awesome. So one of them is the Quenzel custom that's in here, and the machine is doing its magic, and we're gonna talk about that in a sec. The other one is my baby, right here, my Modern Eagle 2. And of course, we're not trying to say that PRS is doing shoddy fretwork. No, we're not, because at 6K, they're not doing shoddy fretwork. But I've had this guitar, what did I say, 2009? Yes. It is a 2009 model, it says 09.
Yeah.
So 9 or 10. So this guitar is a little bit older and absolutely one of the ones that I've played quite a bit. Which means it has a couple of little, you know, dings in the frets after some time. So if we want to show what the machine can do, this is a good candidate. Absolutely. We're looking at the Quenzel. And then, of course, another thing we're doing, and we're going to show you this, is we're doing the completely ridiculously insane Harley Benton pimping. We're going to take a 249 euro guitar. We're going to put Fishman Fluence in it. We're going to do a full rip out the frets and put new frets in job. We're going to replace the bridge and the tuners, and the only thing that's left is the paint and the wood. But so the question is, how much can you get out of a 249 euro guitar if your budget is limitless? We will see. Do you have an idea of what's going to come out?
A perfect guitar.
A perfect guitar. You've heard it here from Rudi. A perfect guitar. We're really curious. We're going to see this, and we're going to, of course, document that, but not in this video. You will see this in the video, and it's titled something about Harley Benton, make it awesome, 249 to. Look on my channel. Link actually at the end in the end card after the animals. How about that? So now, tell me what this thing does. You can tell me in German if you are afraid of the English.
Okay. Ich mach mal die Tür auf.
Yeah.
Dann können wir das anschauen.
It's like a refrigerator. Look at this. It's a guitar refrigerator. So let me wheel around here. Oh, this. Well, I'll get this. I'm with you, people. It's all good. It's all good. So,
Okay.
so you strap it in here.
What?
Can you see this little nipple? We're gonna call it a nipple.
Der bewegt sich.
Okay. And that's measuring. So it's under tension. The strings are under tension, just the way that you would play it. and this little thing is going across the frets.
Ja, also er geht an die Seite, schiebt sie weg und misst die Bünde unter jeder Seite genau da, wo
man
auch
spielt.
der Bund
Okay.
durchgespielt ist.
So the little nipple actually pushes away the string and measures exactly where the string runs, and measures every fret
Every fret,
on every string.
yes.
Okay, and so it's kind of like a perfect 3D kind of scan of your instrument or of the frets. So the software will tell us. Can you even see here we go. The software will tell us whether something has to be done, what has to be done, and all this. Those people in Berlin are kind of freaky deaky. Who comes up with this? And it's not like a machine that everyone needs at home. It's not a refrigerator. It's something that they would make very few of. But awesome. I know that Framus has these, and I know that a couple of guitar manufacturers actually use them in their production process.
Einige. Gibson.
Oh, Gibson.
Einige.
Oh, Gibson. Okay, I wouldn't have thought that because their stuff's usually crap. I can say that. There's no Gibson people here. Oopsie. But hey, that speaks one thing. The one thing that speaks for Gibson, they Plek the guitars. But not all of them. Probably only the higher price stuff, right?
Nein, alle.
All of them.
Yes.
All of them. Who would have thought? So, did you already measure this one?
Yeah.
Okay. So we have data on it. So this is the whole neck from the nut to the 22nd fret. That wave that you see here is greatly exaggerated because he just showed when you move it closer, it actually, we're talking about tiny details.
Auf Hundertstel Millimeter.
Okay.
Genau.
So the ideal line, so he's just saying that the green line is not is showing the ideal line of where the fret should be. So the second fret should be a little bit higher, but it's not a straight line. That's the interesting thing. So it should actually be higher back there.
Ja.
Because of the curvature of the neck?
Hier unten sehen wir auch das Griffbrett. Das
Ah,
Griffbrett
okay.
ist besser, aber die Bünde sind hier in dem oberen Bereich. Die gehen ein bisschen nach unten. Was an sich nicht so schlimm ist. Mehr Sorgen macht mir hier eigentlich dieser Bereich. Diese paar Punkte, also der Punkt steht ein bisschen höher als der Nachbarpunkt.
Ah, okay.
Und alles, was jetzt über der grünen Linie ist, wird abgenommen von dem Fräser.
Okay.
Und dann haben wir ein perfekt planes Bild.
So Rudi is moving the green line so that all the frets would actually follow the green line. So if some of the frets are not high enough, we're just going to take a little bit off of the frets that are too high. Our lowest common denominator is the lowest fret. So he's just moving the green line. Are you doing that for each string or just generally for everything?
For first und for sixth string. Ja. Und der Rest, der passt sich dann an, je nachdem wie die Bünde abgespielt sind oder unregelmäßig.
Ah, okay.
Umso mehr muss ich runterziehen.
Okay.
Genau.
So right now he would actually have to take quite a bit of the frets off, but there's also the curvature of the neck. So before we go and file down frets, we're going to make sure that the neck is exactly where it should be, so that we don't have to take anything off that we don't want to take off. So obviously the neck should be exactly where it's supposed to be. That is highly interesting. Not something I could do at home with my nail file. Not that I haven't tried, but that is is that something that a luthier is even capable to do by hand in that precision? I mean, yeah, okay, so we're talking about a precision that, yes, if you have a master luthier, and the guys who build my guitars, the guys from PRS or Markus Quenzel, they're obviously very, very skilled people. So they can do that, but it depends on, do they have a good day? Do they have a bad day? How's the light? Is it, maybe there's some clouds out there and, he couldn't quite see or feel what was happening there. Obviously, to this level of perfection, doing it by hand is extremely difficult. And also, this can be reproduced. If you like your setup the way you had it on your guitar, you can actually get exactly that same setup in a few years from now and just bring it back, get it maybe refretted, because what they do here at Thomann is not just taking guitar like this and and doing the Plek job, but also if your frets are just too old and worn down, they can completely refret it, which we're doing with the Harley Benton, because that's a fun project. So we're going to do both. We're going to kind of improve something that is there, and we're going to completely start over with a 249 euro guitar, because we're nuts. We are nuts. That's what we are. I'm just telling you. I don't know you well, but you're nuts. Okay, great. So what's the next step?
Okay.
So right there, that's the thing. Oop, and it's not in focus. That's the thing that will actually turn and kill the guitar, or actually, take down the frets. It looks extremely scary, and I definitely don't want to put my fingers in there. So we'll pretty much smack the guitar on there. Well, first we'll take the strings off, but the machine has, memorized everything, and then it does its job. That is very, very frightening, but also I trust the machine. Trust in the machine, people. They're not taking over. It's okay. They're just helping us. Helpful machines. Super. Okay, I will step back and let you do your thing. Hello, it is day 3 here at the Thomann Service Department, and of course I wanted to film a lot more of the Thomann Service Department. I mean, not that you care, but tubas and amps and violins. These guys repair everything, right?
Yes.
But of course we were way too busy being rained on and doing stuff and running around, having little knobs custom made in the shop by Oscar for our Harley Benton project. So there was a lot of stuff going on, and even with 3 days at Thomann, I again had no time to actually hang out at the store and play some stuff for myself. This is probably the 17th time now that I've been here, and I've never actually visited the store privately without a camera, which really sucks. So I guess I gotta come back. But what's happening, and we of course wanted to film that, but we'll just tell you about it. So if you have an issue with an instrument, even if it's something that you bought here or something that you really love and you want to get fixed or something handled, it arrives here. You can bring it to the front desk, or you ship it, right? Yeah. And you say what you want done. Then the guys look at it. Again, could be an amp, could be anything. They'll do anything. Not your grandma, but other than that, they'll do anything. Get it? Do it. Nah. So they'll check it, evaluate it, and they'll give you a Kostenvoranschlag. That's an estimate in English. I didn't think I knew the word. It's an estimate. They write you an email saying, okay, this and this should be done. You approve or don't approve. And then it gets done perfectly. And package up, ship back. You pay for it. That's for them the interesting part. You paying for it, right?
Of course.
That's the thing that matters. But I've worked with, wait, that was Matthias, Martin und Hannes?
Hannes
Ah,
und Sascha war im Urlaub.
Sascha? Sascha war im Urlaub. Sascha was in Urlaub. so you're, what, 5 guys in here?
Yes.
That's kind of a sausage fest right there. But hey, they were all super competent, super nice guys, and that's the thing that I know this sounds like I'm advertising for Thomann, which in a way I'm doing, but not because they pay me, but because I believe in it. Every single freaking person here, except this one guy in the guitar department, he always gives me the stink eye. I've never talked to him, but he always looks at me like I want to eat him or something. But other than that, everyone else, don't know what the problem is just the super nicest people. I mean, we were here and pretend you don't hear this. We did some cool Gibson bashing and the quality, we did all this good stuff surrounded by tons of Gibson stickers, by the way, which is really funny. While Hannes is wearing a Gibson shirt and but hey, so no, it's just great people that you just, independent of guitars, you would want to hang out with and have a coffee. So which we've done.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy that I could spend time here and that I met Rudi, who is really just an awesome person. And not that he would play in front of the camera, but he plays a mean jazz guitar. Yeah, he does, trust me. So here is my baby. Here's my Modern Eagle 2 PRS that he plecked and put a new bone nut on. And that was also plecked, and she sounds amazing as always, but just plays, I mean, everything rings and just stands, the tones are there forever. So if you wanted this done, the Plek job without refretting is $198, right? $200?
Yes.
Yeah, and the bone nut, including being plecked and everything, is another 60 or 59. So $260 and you get a new bone nut, get a new bone, and a Plek job on the guitar. If it's worth something to you, might not be worth a lot to anyone else, but if it's a guitar that's worth something to you and you want it to be perfectly playable, getting a Plek job from Thomann, that sounds dirty. Getting your guitar plecked by Thomann is a good idea. Now, of course, if you're nuts, or if you have nuts, like on this T-Kitchen nut stick, just saying, give me our baby. We both can't believe how ridiculously amazing this thing turned out. Fishman Fluence, ABM bridge, new knobs. These 2 knobs now have a little screw in them made by Oscar, who actually was in the store and said, I can make that for you. And we took these Harley Benton knobs and he actually drilled a hole, put a thread in it, and made it so that, they're now liftable. Liftable in the French. We still don't have the new tuners on here, which I will do. They just haven't arrived. We have a bone nut, full new stainless steels, plecked. The sounds we just got out of this, the sustain is forever, it's completely ridiculous. And the sounds are so insanely crystal clear. Everything is just there. It's so, as if you can just hear every single string. And we have 3 voicings, 3 positions in 2 different voicings, which sounds a little bit thinner. Voicing 2, bridge, is going to freaking blow your nuts off. And then you have all these 6 again for single coil. It's a very flexible guitar. So what we're gonna do, and that's gonna be another video, which you should watch, and hopefully I will link in the description at the end or whatever. I'm gonna try to take this to the store, pick a Gibson Les Paul, probably standard, right? Yeah. Worth about $2,000, something in that vicinity, because this is where this puppy is now, about $2,000 with all the work he put in, and making wooden dowels, which by the way you can't see at all. None. And all that stuff it is now an expensive or more expensive guitar. So I want to compare this to a stock Gibson in the same price range. Is that a fair comparison? I think it is. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, we took a 250 euro guitar, put ridiculous pickups in it, and upgraded it so anyone could do this. I mean, if you wanted this thing the way that it is here now, call up Rudi saying, you know, get an SC550 out of stock, he would probably go through a couple and pick the right one, right? You know, we want a good one.
No.
Not all of them are brilliantly perfect, but and you can get this. They could custom build this for you. Could be a new business plan for them. But I want to go to the store, check out a Gibson, and just make some comparisons. Maybe not fair comparison. I don't know. It is a fair comparison. It doesn't say Gibson on it though. Yeah, we'll see. But that's the next video. Thanks to Thomann, thanks to Fishman, thanks to Rudi and his whole team. Thanks to Lisa, who made me do the Instagram thing, which if you haven't seen Instagram, you don't know what I'm talking about, so forget I said that. They made me do a whole photo story on Instagram. Thanks to Stefan Meon, Dominic, then there's this Hans guy who owns the whole joint, so I guess he's a nice guy. Thanks to Oscar, Chris, yeah, all these people, and my mommy and Leslie, and the doggies, and the No, I don't go that far. Okay, see you guys.
Call me, call me, call me, call me. I sailed all the 7 seas, but your light I couldn't see.